All right, we've begun. It has begun. Fart machine, ready to go. Cue the flute music, ready to go. It's a beautiful day here. I'm sitting in the shade on a cold day because I want my Wi-Fi to work. It's time to start the show. It is Sunday. It is 3:16, 3:17. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1600 in the UK. It is 12:17 in Canada. And it's lunchtime right now for us. Tea time in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe 4 o'clock is tea time in the UK. And and here we are. We're enduring the sound of the blowers. People can't decide on a day to use the blowers. And they run those blowers all day, every day. Or just when I start to do my live stream. Sounds like a gas-powered blower to blow all the leaves. Nobody rakes anymore. Nobody has the therapy of raking. I think that's why there's so many mental health issues. Nobody is nobody is out in the yard raking. They turn on their blowers. I saw Francesca today. She's becoming more bold. She let me hold her. She let me pet her. She let me talk to her. She rubbed up against my legs. I have a picture, or actually a short of Francesca. It's marked Beat Francesca. So go through all my shorts, and it's marked Beat Francesca, and that's Francesca. She's a black feral cat that I'm forming a relationship with. She sometimes likes to photobomb. I have her in one of my live streams. Francesca comes through here, and I've caught her. Yeah, I've caught her a few times. One time she photobombed back here. She was walking. She walked past, and then she started hanging out back here behind me. I'm wearing my Mad Hatter hat, also known as my Willy Wonka hat. I wanted to start every show by saying, I'm the Mad Hatter, and this is my party. I'm the Mad Hatter, and this is my tea party. We're all a little mad here. Isn't that what the Mad Hatter said? We're all a little mad here. I'm the Mad Hatter, and this is my tea party. Today I have my blue eye, my pretty blue eye to ward off the evil eye. I think in Hindi culture there's this eye, the blue eye is meant to ward off the evil that's around us. I didn't really bring anything for show and tell today. I should have. I have a lot of interesting museum style things to show. And right now I should be getting some alerts. It's almost 12:30. Some people are eating lunch, and they can eat lunch while while I'm providing entertainment. I've got my Yoda Jedi Master Jedi Master shirt on, or not shirt, hoodie. And I am here for you when it's time to entertain. I'm trying to learn that Robot Chicken tune. The Robot Chicken tune. Oh, we have a birdie. We have a little birdie coming by to feed. Oh, that's an idea. The bird over there is looks like it's drinking. If there's any water in there. Let's. Oh, it flew away. Good gosh. Good gosh. I notice when I pray a little bit, I get people joining. People join when I pray. Oh Lord, please send me some. Oh Lord, please send me some chatters so that I may chat. I will put away my holy hand grenade. Oh Lord, please bring me some chatters so that I may chat. Amen. It's so sad when I have no chatters. I am a Mad Hatter and I need chatters. I am a Mad Hatter and I have no chatters. I need some chatters. Please send me some chatters. Learn by trial and error.
Bars time.
When I start a live stream, people start getting alerts. I hope they heed those alerts. One person, oh, I have two people. Welcome. Don't be shy, say hi. How are you and where are you from? Oh, hi. Living the dream as a fairy. I was just talking about fairies. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Fairies like honey. I've learned that. I am the Mad Hatter, and this is my tea party. Welcome. Please say hi. I say hi. Can you hear me okay? I'm pretty sure. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Dankeschön. Mahalo. Looks like there's 3 people. The party is starting. For those of you who just joined, hello. Hello, good day. Gaming channel. There are a lot of gamers in YouTube. Quite a few gamers. Thank you for those who have just joined as subscribers. I have a few subscribers that I just got last night. Yep. Yep. Isn't that what King of the Hill, where they're all standing in a circle drinking beer, they all say, yep, yep. Oh, it's an airplane. Oh, good. You'll be able to hear me after this airplane flies over. That's a crop duster. I'm pretty sure that's a crop duster. I am an amateur flute player. You just subscribed. Well, thank you. You're feeding my ambition. When everyone subscribes, an angel gets his wings. I say smiley face with a 2 dots and whatever that other symbol is. My mother is walking the dog right now. Little Shaggy. I'll flip around the camera so you can see Shaggy. You love my hat? Well, thank you. There's Shaggy way off in the distance, waiting for a time. Let's see, hold on. There we go, I hit the right button. I thank you. I'll keep wearing my Mad Hatter hat. We're all a little mad here. We have fun. We have fun here at the table. Good, yes. Fun is good. There's a train going by. Seems like every day there is a train going by. This show consists mostly of flutes and fart noises. This is from Despicable Me. I bought this on eBay. I buy a lot of things on eBay. And I like my fart noises. That's one thing Leslie Nielsen and I have in common. He had a pooter. Oh yeah? You live out of town. So you don't have trains, yes. I consider that lucky because trains pass through whether it's early morning, whether it's nighttime, whether it's right now, we get those trains. I am so good, thank you. I will keep it up. I like hearing good feedback. Good feedback is always a help. So everyone is good today. Since it's a tea party, we should have tea. I think next time at 12 o'clock on Sunday, I'll have my tea ready. And everyone else can have their tea ready. And we can have tea together on both sides of the screen. Yes, tea! Since I think it is. I keep hearing that tea time is at 4 o'clock. You'll join? Okay, good. We will all join in tea time. In fact, we'll call it tea time. We'll have it Sundays at 12 Eastern Standard Time. We will have tea time. And I'll see if my mom will join us. She'll be my guest star. Okay, good. Since we're all here now, we might be here then. Okay. I like those emojis. It's got, yeah. This in the Roman, when the Caesar would do this, that means he wanted the gladiator to live. And when the Caesar did this, that meant he wanted the gladiator to die. That's right, shaka. That's what they say in Hawaii, shaka. It means hang loose, brah. That's right. We have hand gestures. We have the I love. Smiley faces. All right. I guess that's 6 smiley faces. That is a very ambitious smiley face. When you hit it 6 times, those are rave reviews. I've learned the cuckoo bird note. Good morning, it's time to get up. Today is a school day, so that's good for most people. You're going ice skating today. That's always fun to do around Christmas time. Ice skating. They used to have an ice skating ring in the middle of the K Street Mall, or part of the K Street Mall in California. They would freeze the water and people could bring their ice skates. I always like it when a pond freezes over, when it gets so cold that you can skate on a pond. I used to be able to walk across the river when I was in Portola, California. It would snow and get really cold. Oh, cool. We'll have a big party. I'll be your host. I'll be a host for Sunday tea. That's what we'll call it, Sunday tea. I'll make sure I drink some kind of ice skating. Have you ever been, or is this something you do this time of year? Ice skating? Skating on ice. It's pretty fun because you're not depending upon wheels. You're just gliding across the ice. Oh, so this is your next anniversary. Every year is a skating extravaganza, a skating time to have. And then I trust you have hot cocoa in your thermos. Yeah? Hot cocoa. Marshmallows seem to do a good job of making the cocoa that much more tasty. That's what we could do. We could have our choice between tea and hot cocoa. And then a little snack maybe. Yes. Thermoses can keep your cocoa hot for a little while. If you make it really, really hot, and then close the lid, and then some of them are pretty modern. They're really good at keeping your drinks very warm, very hot. Because hot chocolate, if it's not hot, it's just chocolate. That's all. Hot chocolate and hot apple cider. Apple cider and biscuits. That's what they're called in the UK. Biscuits. We'll have biscuits. We call them cookies. We say cookies. I'd like some cookies, Mommy. Man, those blowers just drive me crazy. They don't seem to go away. You can probably hear them in the background. Blowers galore. I like to. I need to get a camera. I can make videos. Actually, I can use my phone to make the videos. But sometimes it's nice to be hands-free. You know, when making videos, I can just set the camera on the tripod. But I like doing the live streams. Well, cool. That'd be nice. It's always good to have more people joining. The more the merrier. We can all get happy together. We'll get high on happy gas. You do? Well, I'll be looking for your logo. What I do is when people comment, I click on their logo and it takes me to their channel, and I get to see who subscribed and what they have on their channel. Like I said, there's lots of gamers and people who are just starting out. I could tell they're just learning how to upload videos and what kind of content to make. So a lot of it's dancing. I like that. They have a lot of dancing. There's like people doing like they're dancing to music. Gaming channel. Okay, I'll remember that. Because I am always, I like to watch channels grow, you know, from when they first start, and then the content they make. Well, they'll get better, because as you learn, you come up with new ideas. That's how mine started, you know. I just did some cartooning and stop motion work, and filming my dog and things like that. And that it's a good start, you know, because you always come up. What's funny about the way we think is we go, oh, this would be a good idea, that'd be a good idea, and then you apply it, and then before you know it, you're coming up with great content. And it's on, yeah, all the tools. And then you start, what's cool, it's like you're being self-educated. You're learning, and then maybe later you can start teaching others how to make good content, you know, and just let their memory and their mind start to work together and come up with ideas. Because sometimes it's just spontaneity, you know, just you say, oh, that would be a good idea, I'll put that on YouTube. Or when something happens, you know, somebody falls or somebody makes a mistake while they're talking. Sometimes that's good content. Or when you're watching your animals play. I see a lot of animal videos, all kinds of puppy dogs and kitty cats. I like the one where they put the cucumber. They have like a cucumber. They lay it next to the cat, and the cat sees it and freaks out. I wonder what part of what makes them do that, you know? Do they think it's a scary animal? Do they think it's a snake? Cucumbers they kind of resemble snakes, but they're little fat snakes. So that, yes, good story videos. Because sometimes reality is a lot more interesting than fiction. Because sometimes like a road trip you took, or when you're standing in line at the grocery store, somebody slips, or somebody makes a mistake, and usually that's what gets good views, a lot of views. I like those respect videos too, when people do something that's amazing. Yeah, making up stories, that's how a lot of books are written. That's okay. Even if you don't join, you can still watch, as long as you're a YouTuber. I notice a lot of people, they become YouTubers just to watch videos. Because they don't have any content, they just have a YouTube account. And the YouTube account allows them to watch videos. So they could just kind of watch other videos and watch their content, and then make comments on content, which is really helpful. Because then people, you know, if people like what you're doing, or sometimes you know what would make the content better. It's like when I told a joke one time, and the guy said, you have to do it in a funnier way, you know. Oh yeah, you can. I've noticed that I get a lot more of my views after I finish the live stream. When I finish the live stream, people start clicking on it. Like I got 19 views on the last one I made, and there was only 2 views when I ended the live stream. Live streams are kind of nice. I mean, you get to learn. They say it takes about 10 years for a comedian to learn their shtick, to learn their bits, and you used to have a channel. Well, whether you're a watcher or a content producer, you're still you're still contributing, because we need you. We need people who watch the videos. You know, you make a video and nobody watches, it's kind of sad. It just goes into archives and no one sees it. There are a lot of shorts that aren't being seen on my channel because people rely on the feeds. You know, they call it the shorts feed. The shorts feed is when they're all lined up. But then if you go to my channel, you'll be able to catch the ones that weren't on the feed. They go on the feed for a short time, and then they're pulled off. And I've noticed that, you know, some days I get a lot of viewers. Sometimes I get hardly any viewers. But when you come to my channel, you'll be able to go, because I have a game going called What Movie Is This From? And there are a lot of those that I've made. Yeah, guess the movie. That's what that is. And I started doing that in April of last year, and it's caught on. I get a lot of YouTubers who are guessing the movies, or they're commenting on the movies, and that's really helpful, because people can. It's really nice when they get the movie. I always tell them, "Yeah, you're right. That's the movie." Or sometimes I give hints. I'll give hints on what movie the video is about, and sometimes they'll get it. Like one, it's hard to remember them all, because I try to make at least 3 a day. Say where is out family on comments. Yeah, I think it was a cat. Where's your family? Yeah. And there were 2 other ones before that. Something like, do you have milk? And I said, my family is here. Yeah, that's the one. The icon was a kitty cat, or like a gray and white cat. Where's your family? Do you have any milk? That indicates that it might be a kid, just curious. One of them was, there were, like the jokes I do. That is it. Yeah, it was like three in a row. One of them was like, do you have any milk? Are you feeding your family? Where's your family? Those are kind of cute comments. And then there's like, a lot of the movies I've been doing are like Jim Carrey movies. I know, 1 million subs. I've only got like 300. I'm pushing 400. So I'm just hanging in there, doing the best I can to project myself into the ether. I've been getting some good turnout. People have been turning out to my live streams. You have 4 subscribers? I'll have to look for yours. What I like to do, if they have only a few subscribers, I'll subscribe to their channel. That way it bumps up the subscribers on their channel. It's like we help each other out. Well, thank you. I've been hearing a lot of that. It's only a matter of time. I'm thinking about doing an anniversary, like this time next year, or April of next year. Because I joined first on YouTube on April Fool's Day. So maybe April Fool's Day is when I'll have an anniversary. That'd be kind of fun. We're going to have an anniversary. We're all going to sit and drink tea and celebrate. Have some party favor of some kind. just make a lot of noise because we made it through another year. So yeah, I remember that. It was 2009, April 1st was when I first joined YouTube as a YouTuber, or had a started my account. Yeah, every year we'll have our annual April Fool's celebration. And then I'll have to count back from 2009 till now and see how many years I've been a YouTuber. I was to depend on my calculator. Subtract 2009 from 2023 and come up with how many years I've been doing this. There's a lot of videos that I've deleted. I should have deleted them. Because again, you start to see the evolution of a YouTuber, what they started out with and what they ended up with. Like the then and now. I see a lot of videos of celebrities, their then and now. Like Emma Watson, you know, a lot of the Goonies, the people who are on the movie Goonies, their then and now photos. Another one was a reunion of the Breakfast Club. Back when I was in high school, I think at 85 or somewhere around there, they had a show called The Breakfast Club. And they were showing all of the stars that were in that movie. It is a very still day today. Oh, really? I give music lessons, huh? So I'm not an amateur, professional. An amateur is somebody who doesn't get paid. That's what I heard. If you're a professional, that means you get paid to do what you do. So I can just pick up my flute. It'll be my way to riches. I'll try to not let all in my head. That's how you call the Oompa Loompas. It's like a code. Each note means something. That's how Willy Wonka would call his, I'm really good. Well, then I'll keep it up. This will be part of my entertainment. My top hat and my flute and my fought gun. I will entertain. Nice. Wasn't that in Finding Nemo? One of the seagulls farted and he said, nice. That's funny how Disney and Family Guy, they all try to make family-friendly entertainment. I remember that scene, you know, I think it was two seagulls sitting on the water, and one of them, bubbles came up out of the water, and the seagull said, nice. I don't think the seagull even farted. It was just bubbles coming up out of the water, and the other seagull thought that he farted in the water. The story of Pai Mei. One time Pai Mei was walking down a path, and he was feeling generous that day. And he gave a generous gesture. And the man did not return the gesture. So Pai Mei was mad. And he kicked the crap out of everyone. I should put that in the... Well, thank you. I like these comments. They make me feel better. Sometimes I don't feel so well because I'll get so few visits on some of my content. I think that's what it is just the getting out there more, you know, because I try to hand out business cards with my YouTube channel on it. Whenever I go to the hospital, I tell people about what I'm doing on YouTube, and then I hand them a card that has my channel on it, and Maybe it just takes time to sing. You know what? French is, they call it the language of love. I'm interested in French also. Comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Ed. Uh, bonjour. I think bonjour is good day. Bon après-midi. I guess it's good evening. Oh yeah, French. If you go to Canada, French can come in really handy. A lot of people in Canada speak French. It kind of breaks down the language barrier. They had this electronic interpreter that I thought was pretty cool. I guess you set it for the language you want to speak, and you speak in your language, and it immediately translates it into their language. Oh, we got pretty birds. You can probably hear them. Pretty bird, pretty bird. I think that's a robin. I've noticed one thing about robins is they only sing when they're up in a tree. When they're on the ground, they're so quiet. When you see a robin land on the ground, the red belly robin, I used to always see them. Okay, that'll be nice. I will be there. That's how that song goes. Yeah, I'll be there whenever you call. That was an 80s song. Not yet. You know what? We visit family on Christmas. We we head out to Taylorsville where my brother lives, and we meet at his house. And he always has a Christmas tree. There's all these all these presents under the Christmas tree. Did you know what I heard? They the old the original Christmas trees, they were all lit up by candles. That's scary because Christmas trees catch fire, especially when they're not watered. And it's like, can you imagine candles, real candles on the Christmas tree? They call them Tannenbaums, I guess, in Germany. And it was like a druid thing that they did. And yeah, that would be crazy, especially because heat rises and the roof would probably catch fire. And yeah, that's interesting to follow history, what people did, because they were saying something about the stockings, because Saint Nicholas, he would put gold into stockings. I know, yeah, blow out all those candles before you go to sleep, because you never know. So the cats like to mess around with Christmas trees, because there's all those shiny movie objects, the things that move, and the cats just want to attack the Christmas tree. It's like, so you got a burnt cat, your house is on fire. San Francisco had a huge fire, and also Rome had a huge fire when under Nero's watch. There was like a huge fire, and it's like most of San Francisco. It was all. They say it was because a cow had kicked over a lamp back in the 1800s, I think it was, or I'm pretty. I don't remember when it happened, but it was called the San Francisco Fire. And it's like the whole town, all because the cow was clumsy. You clumsy cow. And I live in America. Yeah, I live in Georgia, on the East Coast. And where do you live? I get some people. Oh, North Korea. Some people in North Korea saw my videos, and Australia, and the UK and Canada. So yeah, there's a lot of people that see my videos. Some of them comment on them, so which is cool. It's a small, small world. Somebody got stuck on that ride once, the Small World ride at Disneyland. It drove them crazy, I think. Not literally, but it would drive a person crazy. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware. Oh, you're in Ireland. Ireland. Yes, I recognize that flag right away. I'm Irish. And so you're the one who mentioned the ferries, right? I'm pretty sure, yes. I was just talking about that a couple of days ago on the live stream. There's this a ferry flag that I heard about. Whenever this kingdom would come under attack, if they flew the ferry flag, their kingdom would be safe from attackers. Which I think is kind of that's proof that there are ferries. And people also make ferry houses. I've made little ferry houses. It's kind of annoying. All those big-headed puppets. It's a small, small world. Yeah, it's a boat ride, kind of like through a tunnel of love. That's me. Well, that's nice. I've heard that if you're going to throw water out, you have to warn the fairies. You warn, or you say, look out below. I always say, look out below, because it's like you don't want to pour water on them, because it's very rude, I think. And you never tell a fairy your middle name. If they know your full name, then you're in trouble. Or don't make deals with them. I like the yard fairies. I've seen some fairy rings in my yard. Whenever I see mushrooms, I'm always reminded of fairies. You'll never walk alone. Johnny Depp had a tattoo when he was dating Winona Ryder, and it said Winona forever. Today is your birthday? Something about a birthday? We'll have to sing happy birthday. All right, I'm getting dizzy. If I Oh, somehow I can leave on one more comment, but anyway, it helps. Yeah. If it, yeah, any comments help as long as they're positive, you know. That's part of the community guidelines. Keep your comments respectful. I always delete comments that aren't respectful because it's like, why? It's like I want good support. I don't need people leaving rude comments. That's not always nice. Undeserved, you know. Rude comments are okay if they're deserved. I'm gonna have to. Yes, I've noticed that. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, a lot of YouTubers are gamers. Minecraft seems to be very popular among children. My nephew likes Minecraft, or the World of Minecraft, or something like that. Or yeah, Minecraft. Because there's Warcraft and then there's Minecraft. One kid was dressed up like a dragon from Minecraft. It is. You play Minecraft? I've noticed a lot of people their videos are about their gaming. How they're doing in the game. I guess it's a pretty good hobby. It teaches you how to work with a computer. You learn your technical skills. It's so fun. I agree. I remember playing Doom. There was a game called Doom back in the 90s. I would stay up all night playing Doom. They had these brown monsters that would throw fireballs at you. Sometimes you have to fight like a centaur or a minotaur. I think they're called minotaurs. They're half man, half bull creatures. One time there were flying skulls. If you get to a certain level, there's flying skulls that will tear you up. There's a lot of buttons that you have to push. Roblox? Do I know Roblox? No. Roblox? I'm still learning. It's like there's so many things we have to learn now because acronyms people use like LMAO or LOL, and they use them a lot when they're texting, and also when they leave comments. FR is for real. I think that it's like, so I'm learning all that. It's like you gotta keep up with the times. Because when I was growing up, it was Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now they just say KFC or International House of Pancakes. Now they just say IHOP. IHOP, like you've got a hurt foot. I hop because my foot hurts. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, IDK. My brother uses, when he texts me, he uses those acronyms like LOL or LY means love you. I get a lot of LYs and LOLs. Does anybody ever really laugh out loud? Oh, wait a minute. Arms, I think I recognize you. Yes. That's all right. No need to apologize. I don't know. IDK. I have a FTW ring. It means F the world. I'm going to have to keep wearing it sometimes. It says FTW. And I really like that ring. Especially when I'm having a bad day. Sometimes you just got to say F the world. The world hasn't done me many favors. I'm proud to announce that we have 3 viewers. Yeah, no need to apologize. I'm glad to see you when you come on. You can always watch the ones that are finished, you know, the pre-recorded live streams. YEA, analog. I remember analog. Analog was before digital. Everything's digital now. Because like our movies were analog when I was growing up. We had on film, you actually load the film into a projector, and the film would go through the projector, and that's how you'd watch a movie. Now you just press play. All you have to do. That's okay. Thank you for joining. We'll probably do this next Sunday. Yeah, they're starting to convert them into digital. Like Star Wars, Gremlins, they convert them to DVD or digital, and it looks much better because I look at old movies and it looks very grainy, but then when they convert it uh, to digital from analog, it looks a lot better. Bye. Thank you for coming in. I'll remember you all. Like I say, I'm the Mad Hatter, and this is my tea party. We're gonna have to have tea. I'll have to select. It'll be a select tea. Some chamomile or green tea or mint tea. I like mint tea. I'll have some mint tea. I'll use my bumblebee cup. I have a cup that's covered with bumblebees. I'll have to get a thermos though. Oh, what I could do is bring my kettle out here. After the kettle has been warmed, I could bring it out here and sit it on the table. That way I could pour fresh hot tea and have little tea bags. And then maybe our black cat will come by. Yeah, they are more realistic. I've been noticing like all the shows that I watched as a kid, they're digitally remastering them. It's like, wow, the audio is so much better. It's a lot clearer. Just like vinyl records, you know, a lot of vinyl records are coming back because it went from vinyl to CDs, and then people started liking the vinyl better because of the sound. The sound is a lot better. My mom still has a vinyl record player. That's what I used to know at the record store. I used to see at the record store there'd be all these vinyl records and albums, like when I grew up. And then you'd have to keep all your. Thank you. It's my Willy Wonka Mad Hatter hat. It kind of gets bigger at the top. Almost looks like a door's going to open up and a cuckoo bird's going to come out. But anyway, I'll keep wearing my Mad Hatter hat. We got sirens now. Holy cow. Yesterday there were a bunch of sirens also. I guess the weekend gets a lot more active. People start to hurt themselves on the weekend. I think drinking's involved. That's what I heard about snakes. They say most snake bites involve drinking, and it wasn't the snake who was drinking. That always makes me laugh. Wow, we got a siren and a train. That's a twofer. Oh yeah, they can. Because they can. They can be loud because they can be loud. They got to let everybody know that they're coming through. Some people don't pull over for the police. They don't pull over for the ambulance. So they have to make a lot of racket so they can get to where they want to go. I'd hate to be a guy who's stuck in an ambulance, you know, waiting for a train. They call that the soul train. If an ambulance is trying to get to the hospital and they have to stop for the train, they call it a soul train because somebody could die in the ambulance while they're waiting for the train to go by. I never knew that. There was a show called The Soul Train. And I wonder if that's where they got that idea from. Because it's like, yeah, if you really think about it, you're in an ambulance and the ambulance does have to stop. Slay? What is slay? Is that like, you slay me? Ha ha, you slay me. That sounds cool. Oh, the train, yeah. The soul train. Yeah, because that is weird to think about, you know? Because what if the train is really long? Oh, slay is a new thing. It means cool. Okay, yeah. We used to say choice. That's really choice. When somebody like wore something a really nice outfit, oh, that's choice. So slay means that's really cool. So you can hear the trains, you can hear the sirens, occasionally a bird or two. Yeah, here in Dallas, Georgia, it's becoming more and more like a city. It used to be like a town. There's like a I call it the Peter Pan clock. If you look at my videos, there's well, I'll have to do that one time. Yeah. Especially when you learn new words, new ways people, like the slang, different slang words. That's fresh. That is fat. You know, P-H-A-T. I guess was the same as saying that's cool. So slay. I'll have to remember that. That's all right. It's good. I like that when people call in to their mom, because that way their mom knows. Some kids get lost, or you know, some people get lost, and it's like their mom doesn't know where they are. It's like sometimes it's every hour. Every hour. I think that was a big thing back in the 70s and 50s. You check in with your mom to tell them where you were. Cool turned into cold. Yeah. I think the more popular kids know all the slang. If you want to check in on slang, just talk to the kids, the cool kids. I wish I could be like the cool kids. They seem to fit in. So Lady Gaga is still around. Katy Perry, I think, is still around. Taylor Swift seems to be pretty quite popular. Back in my day, it was Madonna. Madonna and Michael Jackson, Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al is still making some good songs. I saw him play one time at the California State Fair. He did a concert. Carrot Top also showed up at the California State Fair. Vanessa Hutchins. So if you want to go to the California State Fair, check out who's playing, because you might be surprised. Yeah, that's funny. They call them Swifties. I'm a Swiftie. There was a girl who was dressed like Taylor Swift for Halloween. It was so cute. She had a microphone and her hair was done up like Taylor Swift. I have her in one of my shorts. In one of my shorts, you have to kind of pick through them. During Halloween, I did a lot of shorts for Halloween costumes. Somebody was dressed like Wednesday. She had thing on her shoulder, braided like Wednesday. I saw a lot of Wednesdays, a lot of Woodies, like from Toy Story, a lot of Minecraft. There was one that was an alien. It was a kid being carried away by an alien. That's always funny. And then unicorns, and one kid was dressed like a butterfly. A little girl came up. She looked to be about 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old, and she was dressed like a butterfly. There was one that I really liked. She was a rodeo clown. She had the nose and the handkerchiefs and everything. She had a horn. I know, we're pushing 400. But then we'll look back and say, remember when you only had 400 subscribers? Remember when you only had 1,000 subscribers? I'm getting jealous of the people who have like 5 million subscribers or 6,000 subscribers. Because I think you only need to break 100 or 1,000 subscribers. Once you get to 1,000 subscribers, then it becomes monetized. Then you know you've arrived. Then that would be cause for celebration. We could have cake and I'm back. So you're the one who had to call your mom? That's good that you have that. Yes, that's what we need, a good vision. We need to share the vision. Then I can start mentioning you on my live streams. I can make a list of my supporters. Check out their channel. Leave a comment. Leave a comment, because the comments stay when you chat. Yes. When you chat, the chats go away, but if you leave a comment, it stays, and people will be able to see your channel. When you leave a comment, they'll be able to click on your comment and go to your channel. That's what I try to explain to people. So that way, if you want your channel to be seen, you can just leave a comment, and they'll click through the comments, and they'll be able to get to your channel, and maybe they'll subscribe. Well, that's a start. Mine was like that too. You know, uh, you you don't think you have much to offer until people start noticing your content. Because that's when I first started putting out content. I thought, who's going to watch this stuff? And then before you know it, you've got people commenting. You have people leaving likes and some subscribers. So I think that's what it is you don't be your own worst enemy. You'll sub along, all right? Yeah, that's what I can do, is just keep encouraging the new YouTubers, because a lot of times you don't think you have much to offer until somebody sees what you're doing, and they go, "Wow, that's really cool. That's really awesome." You know, Even if you draw pictures, draw pictures, or if you're into making something, make videos of what you're making, and you'd be amazed how many people are interested. Like me, I don't think I'm a good flute player until other people hear me play and they go, "Wow, you're really good." And it's like we shortchange ourselves. We give ourselves substandard reviews or poor reviews because we don't have any basis for comparison. And then as soon as somebody else hears us, well, that's that make video or yeah, because a lot of people are like I said, a lot of the YouTubers are gamers, and they might watch you play, and they might get some ideas, on how to be a better player at that game, or you might learn from them, go to their channel. So it's like it's a network. I mean, it's crazy how quickly, and the fact that people in other countries are watching you, that's kind of fun at the same time. Because man, when you get somebody from another country, it really uplifts your confidence. It brings you to you get your self-esteem back, and then you start to get more confident. That's a good confidence. Oh, give it time because again, it's like your audience. Sometimes it takes them a while to catch on. It took me a while before I got two viewers, you know, or it takes me a while to before I start getting more than one comment on any video. So a lot of times we get discouraged too fast. Yeah, that's what we need. When you get a different experience, your confidence goes up, and then you start to get motivated. You go, wow, I'm going to make this video for this group of people. And then you get even more motivated, and you start to feel happier. You get a little cocky and say, wow, people are watching my videos in Australia. Or, yeah, I just talked to somebody from Canada. Every time I go in and talk to my mom, I say, I just talked to somebody from the Philippines, and here I am in Georgia in the U.S. So it's like it kind of bumps over the borders. And what's cool is everybody can talk. You can even translate. I've noticed that too. When you get a comment, it'll say you can translate it to English. So it's like nothing can keep you down. You just keep coming up with new ideas. A lot of times I've doubted myself, like, wow, what can I put next? What'll get people to watch next? And then you come up with an idea. Like what movie is this from? It was from Freddy Krueger, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Some people will recognize it right away when they watch it. And if you're into cooking, I've seen a lot of cooking videos. People go, well, here's how you make a sponge cake. Here's how you make a strawberry shortcake. And it's like people go, oh yeah? It's like, I'm going to learn how to make strawberry shortcake. Or look, my cat can do this. I think that's what it is. It's like uh, you're never popular in your own town. That's what I've noticed. It's like people who, like friends and family, you try to show them magic tricks or you try to show them how well you play a musical instrument, and people go, okay, that's nice. Now, could you take out the trash? Or, but when a stranger watches you, they go, wow, that's amazing. You know, I didn't know you could juggle, or I didn't know you could do, uh, that you had a puppet and you know how to make it talk. I think that's what it is if you rely on people for good feedback, you probably won't get good feedback from them because they're probably jealous. Because jealousy manifests in a lot of weird ways. It's like if you plug in your guitar into your amplifier and you start belting out some really good riffs, and the people who know you, they don't want to feed your ego, or they don't want you to know that you're doing very well. So they kind of hold back on the praise. But a total stranger, they have no trouble. You know, who is that violinist? There's a violinist that's on, Karolina. She's from Ukraine and she's pretty popular on YouTube. She gets out there and plays her violin and people just stop and listen to her. and she plays concerts and she does a lot of videos. She has a lot of subscribers, and I'm pretty sure it's because she played in front of strangers. You know, even jokes. If you can get good at telling jokes, then people stop and listen to you tell jokes. I think that's what it is. That's what a downfall can be. Is like if you say, "Hey, mom, look what I can do," or "Hey, dad, check this out," or your brother or your sister or somebody you know, if you show your talent in front of them, you might not get as big of a response. But if you go out there, you know, out in front of a store, get permission, people might be putting money in your hat. You just take off your hat and put it on a handkerchief and start playing your flute music or whatever. And then before you know it, you got $20 bills, $10 bills. It's like, please let me know if I'm talking too much. I tend to do that. I don't listen to what other people are chatting or saying. Looks like I got 2 people so far. I think what scares a comedian the most is the crickets. Oh, you love talking. Okay. Not. Oh, you are not. Okay. Well, that's good. Then I allow me to continue. So what else can we talk about? We were talking about ice skating. We were talking to somebody from Ireland. I can brag about that too. Hey, I just talked to somebody from Ireland. We were talking about fairies. And we're going to have tea one of these days on Sunday. I'll look forward to it too. That'll be fun. Such good fun. We'll sit here at this table and I'll be sure to wear my Mad Hatter hat and we'll all have our favorite tea. It'll be that thing we do. I think I'm hearing a woodpecker back there. Woodpeckers are really popular. Not popular, but plentiful in California. They're where they're red-quested. Sweet tea, yes. That's a thing. I noticed that here in Georgia, sweet tea is provided everywhere. If you go into Taco Bell, if you go into McDonald's, if you go into every restaurant, they have sweet tea ready for you. And they have regular tea and they have sweet tea. And when I was in California, they didn't have sweet tea. You just got pretty much what was at the drinking fountain or at the water the. It used to be you got to go up to each one of the fountains, but now you have to press a button and a soda flavor comes out, which is kind of annoying and fun at the same time. Yes, every restaurant, especially here in Georgia. I think it's a southern thing to have sweet tea. Sweet tea and the deep fried turkey. A lot of people get hurt by trying to deep fry turkeys. They have these huge vat of, of grease and they drop the turkey into the grease. And a lot of fires get started that way, a lot of injuries because they don't know how to deep fry a turkey. I never had deep fried turkey. I've always had the baked. You stick that turkey in the oven for hours and hours, and then finally you have turkey to eat. I'm a ham fan. I like ham. Oh, I'm having everything. Because again, we meet at my brother's house, and we all contribute to the smorgasbord. We have quite a selection. My brother was telling me when he texted me, ham, yes, ham with pineapple or pineapple glaze. That you take a ring of pineapple and you put a maraschino cherry in the middle, and then a toothpick, and then while the turkey is basting, all that flavor goes in there. Also, I like the stuffing. Oh, the stuffing. Now I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to have to go in and have a sandwich. I've been watching my diet because I'm wondering if I'm gaining a few pounds. Some of it, I think it might be water weight. Some of it might be just plain fat. Because I used to be bigger, you know. I call it scary fat. Yes, it is. Stuffed with breadcrumbs, raisins. I think people put raisins sometimes. And then there's that um, cranberry sauce. I used to look at cranberry sauce and say, I don't want any of that. Yes, gravy, mashed potatoes. Because you get, yeah, the turkey flavored gravy. I mispronounced that. Yes, potatoes. Tomatoes. That's the way it's said. Tomatoes. But we say potatoes. I think that's international. A potato is a potato. A tomato is a tomato. And also aluminium. The correct pronunciation is aluminium. But we say aluminum. Aluminum. But if you look at the spelling, it's spelled aluminium. And schedule. We say schedule in the U.S., but the way it's pronounced is schedule. I've noticed that. So learning proper English is, or, yeah. And then there's the Queen's English, the King's English. And then there's just plain, do you understand? That's right, tomato, like pass the mail. I have to go bye-bye. Well, thank you for letting us know. It is very polite to disappearing. Some people just disappear. You don't know where they've gone. So that's what we'll look forward to on Sundays is tea time. Sundays at 12 o'clock. We can have tea and whatever we have for lunch. I think tea is better than... All those soda pops have lots of sugar in them. But like me, my blood sugar goes down, so I have to bring it back up again. That's okay. I just like when anybody shows up. I'm so happy. And for however long they stay. Because sometimes I have to go, you know. I just only have time to pop in and say hello. It just popped up to say hello, and now it's gone back down below. Pardon me for being rude. It was not me. It was my food. It just popped up to say hello, and now it's gone back down below. Something's compelling me to say that. I'm going to call some Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompa doodly da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. We all have real life things we need. That's right. You have to keep those things in check, those real life things. Sometimes real life things need attention immediately. They need immediate attention. You know what? We have gone past an hour. How about that? We'll turn this into a telethon. Bye. Thank you for checking in. I always like to see how people are doing. Strangers aren't strangers if they spend enough time together. If you spend enough time together, you're either a friend or an annoyance. So we have two people, 2 likes, and I'm still wearing my Mad Hatter hat. I am the Mad Hatter, and this is my tea party. Let's play the Kookaburra note. That always makes me laugh. Whenever a cartoon character was hit over the head, I remember that. I think back in the days of Daffy Duck and Tweety Bird, I think even the Flintstones, whenever someone was hit over the head, they would go. It's called the hit over the head note. That almost sounds scary. Or when Gilligan's up to something. I'm dating myself. Talking about all these shows that were filmed back in the 70s and 60s. Before the turn of the century. Well, thank you. So that's two different people that have liked my flute playing. It used to be when I played my flute, they'd say, do you play any other instruments? Which is kind of a nice way of saying, that sounds like Twilight Zone. Nope. If you do that long enough, people start telling you to stop. Why do people say that? I've noticed that. There was a guy, Neville Goddard, and he was talking about self-talk. When people say, I could never do that, they are actually stopping themselves from succeeding. Because it's like what you believe. Like me, I'm pretty sure everyone has said, I could never entertain, or if I saw myself, if you told me a couple of years ago that I would be playing flute on YouTube, I would say, forget it. It's like, that's not going to happen. But then here I am, you know. So I think that's what it is we tell ourselves things. Well, thank you. Thank you for those compliments. They will encourage me to keep going. But it's like we have to be careful what we say to ourselves, because after you say it to yourself enough times, you start to believe what you're saying. Because it would be interesting, it's like people say, if you could only hear yourself talk, if you could only hear yourself right now. And it's like, wow, it would blow you away probably if you were to record yourself talking. You say, wow, I can't believe he's saying that. He's a good guy. It's like he's really good at he's really good at working on cars, or he's really good at cooking. Why would he say something like that about himself? I think that's what it is when we have self-doubt. We have to combat it. We have to combat our self-doubt. And again, don't play for your family. Don't play for your friends. Play for strangers. And they might tell you the same thing. They'll say, wow, you're really good on a set of drums. You really play good on that. I just have to stop and listen to you play drums. Or I have to stop and listen to you tell jokes because they're so damn funny. I think that's what it is. We need that first person to say, wow, you're really good. We need that first person to say, this is a really good meal you cooked. Can you share with me your recipe? I think that's what it is. It's like I've been there too. Like with me, guitar. I wish I could play guitar. And I've tried to take lessons. I've tried to learn on my own, and it just didn't work out. And then I go, wow, man, I'm bummed out because I wasn't good at playing guitar. And then you pick up a flute, and then people start complimenting on your flute skills. I think that's what it is everyone takes to a certain instrument. For some it's the drums. That's why rock bands, you have the bass player, you have the lead guitar, you have the drums, you have the keyboard. Like Rammstein. Oh, I just got how long are they? Well, I guess until my phone runs down. But I usually like to keep it about an hour because I don't want to stretch the attention span too much. Because sometimes people only can pay attention for an hour. An hour and a half. I've noticed movies. They're an hour and a half long. You know, most movies. Yeah. And that's without going to the bathroom. It used to be they would stop a movie so you can get up and go to the bathroom. But now it's like you're missing part of the movie because you had to go to the bathroom. But I think they're counting on that because they want you to buy the DVD. You can pause the DVD. You could absolutely pause. Okay. 6 hours? Yeah, Endgame. Harry Potter was also pretty long. It took a long time to finish Harry Potter. Each episode was like 2 hours long with no intermission. It's like, man, I really have to go to the bathroom. I want to get some popcorn. But I think, yeah, after every hour, they can say, okay, we're going to pause the movie, get your popcorn, go to the bathroom, talk to your cell phone, and then we'll all come back and enjoy the movie. That would be neat. That would be cool to just to have that. Then you feel refreshed, and then you could sit for another hour and watch them have wand battles or lightsaber battles. I remember seeing my first lightsaber battle when I was like 12 years old. I think I was 7 or 12 years old when the first Star Wars came out. It's like, wow, that thing can cut right through someone's arm. What was funny is in the cantina scene, when Obi-Wan takes out his lightsaber and cuts that alien's arm off, there was blood. And aren't they supposed to cauterize? Because there would be blood everywhere if somebody chopped off an arm. But the lightsaber would burn as it cuts. And it would be cauterized, so there wouldn't be any blood. I think that was what it was. They were trying to make that more dramatic, when you see a bloody arm. Yes, that's right. Surprising. It is hard to break an arm. But I've noticed, like, when they use analogs, like in Mythbusters, they took actual skeletons. I think they took actual skeletons, and then they covered them in ballistics gel, and they would do all kinds of damage to these poor skeletons. And then they had Buster, their crash test dummy. I miss Mythbusters was a pretty good show. All the movie myths that they would test out. So today, I almost feel like doing an Easter egg hunt today. It's so sunny. There's no clouds. Yesterday was like that too. No clouds. Unless you're in Scotland or Seattle. I hear it. There's always clouds in Seattle. It's either cloudy or rainy in Seattle. And when the sun does shine, everyone comes out to look at the sun because they haven't seen it so long. Wow, look, there's the sun. I think that's one of the saddest places because of all the cloud cover. And then Oregon. I think Oregon is like that too. Lots of cloud cover. That's all right. If you have to go, you have to go. Like someone said, there's real life things to handle. I think I can end it now. It's like 125 or 125 minutes. So we could do this again Sunday, maybe even tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.